Hi, welcome to Math 125. My name is Nicole Clemmer. You can call me Nicole, and I will be your instructor for the term. I thought I'd just make a quick, well, I shouldn't say quick because it might not be quick, but I'll try to make a quick video just showing you around our course, and hopefully this helps just get oriented and reduce some jitters and helps you put a face to a name. So I'll just start by introducing myself. So like I said, my name's Nicole. I've been teaching at Washtenaw for 11 years and I love it. I have a certification in high school math. I thought I was going to be a high school math teacher, and then plans changed and I ended up switching over to the college, and I love it. I've taught Math 125 since I started, and it's one of my favorite classes to teach. I have 5 kids, so they are one, I've got to use my fingers, 1, 5, 7, 9, and 11. And they are all home with me doing virtual school. You can probably hear them in the background. My husband also teaches math at Washtenaw. So we basically flip flop our schedule. And so, when I'm on, he's watching the kids and vice versa. So yeah, that's me. So this is just, teaching at home right now in this season of life. So in terms of Math 125 though, let's kind of jump in and I'll show you about I'll show you our Blackboard site and then just talk about the stuff that you need to do to get started. So once you're on our Blackboard site, you should see our announcements. The most recent announcement should pop up on the top. All of my announcements should get emailed to your WCC email address. So hopefully you got this announcement in your email. So there are 3 things you need to do to get started, and that's so I can take official attendance. So there's federal regulations that require that we take official attendance, and we have to make sure that students actually do assignments, multiple assignments, in order to mark them attending. And if students don't get marked attending, then if they receive financial aid, then they'll get dropped from the class. So just make sure you try to do this by, it's Friday, February 5th, so in a couple days. I'm recording this on the February 2nd, so depending on when you're watching it, just make sure you've got them done by Friday, February 5th. By 11:59 p.m. So 3 things that you need to do, and this is all in my Welcome to Math 125 announcement. So you're going to do the syllabus quiz, which is on the left in Blackboard. So you're going to want to actually read the syllabus and schedule before you do that. So the syllabus is here, the schedule is in this link, and they're also both in the syllabus and schedule link on the left-hand side of Blackboard. So just take a look at the syllabus, and then you can have it open when you do the quiz. So the goal of the quiz is not to really stump you, it's just to give you good opportunity to make sure that you understand everything. So you're just going to click on syllabus quiz on the left hand side, and you're going to click on the title, and then it tells you you have a time limit of an hour. Don't let that scare you. You're not going to need an hour. It's only 11 questions. You can do it multiple times. You're going to hit continue, and then you can see it's just a multiple choice quiz, and there are 11 questions. The last one is short answer. You have to actually type. I know I have to get at least 50% on the midterm and final as a requirement to qualify to pass the course, and I agree to this. You can just copy and paste that. We have to have that policy in order for this class to transfer for credit. So that's why that's there, but don't worry about it. My experience is I've never had a student not get a 50 that's been going through and doing the work of the class ever. So if that scares you, try not to let it scare you, because I promise you will, with all of the homework and the work that you'll do, you'll be prepared to get a higher grade than that. So you're going to do the syllabus quiz, and then the other thing you're going to need to do is the introduction. So you're going to click on introduction post in Blackboard, and then there's an instructions here. So you're going to introduce yourself to the class, tell us your name, why you're taking it, maybe something interesting about yourself, and then what I want you to explain how you're going to keep track of dates this semester. So what planning system are you going to use to keep yourself successful? So are you going to have your phone, alert you of due dates? Are you going to, maybe print off the schedule and highlight as you are done? I mean, it doesn't have to be complex, just anything, any description that helps us understand how you're going to be successful, and make sure you get those due dates, hit those due dates on time. And then the last thing that you need to do, so that was the second one, the last thing that you need to do is you're going to need to purchase and log into Connect. And so we've got our Connect code that you need, our course code right there. You can either go to connectmath.com directly, or you can click on the link. There's a Connect link in Blackboard, and then at the top it says sign in. If you click on that, that'll send you to Connect. And then all you need to do, the directions are in the syllabus, but you're just going to click on sign up now. You're going to put in our course code and you're going to follow the instructions to sign up. And there will be a point where you either have to pay for access, and it's $60 with a credit card that you can do right then and there, or you can put in an access code that you bought at the bookstore, but that's going to be more expensive. I think it's like high 80s, 87 or something dollars. And the only reason people do that is because some people have to use their financial aid funds at the bookstore. So, you've got those two options. So you're going to sign up. There is a financial aid free. I shouldn't say financial aid. It's not related to financial aid that you get from the government, but they call it a financial aid 2-week free trial access code. And that's right here. It's in our announcement, and then it's also in the syllabus, and you can put this in to get you 2 weeks of free access. But you will have to pay before those 2 weeks are up. So basically just, prolongs you having to pay for it, but you do eventually are going to need to pay for it. You can't pass the class without it. So all of your exams, your homework, your quizzes, they're all on Connect. So we can't do an online class without it. So keep that in mind. So 3 things to do by Friday, February 5th. So let's talk about just the class in general. So I'm going to pull up the syllabus and kind of go through it. Not read every part, but just go over the important parts. So you've got my virtual office hours at the top. Please, please, please feel free to come anytime. You can drop in. You do not have to email me ahead of time. You just click on that Zoom link and you'll be sent to a waiting room, and then I let you in. If you ever click on it and you're waiting, it probably means that I'm helping another student and I will get to you. Usually if I have a couple students that need help, I'll let them all in at the same time, and then we'll just kind of take turns answering questions. But sometimes if a student is talking to me about, personal issues or something, I'll have the students just kind of wait in the waiting room, and then I'll let them in as they come in. But I would say most of the time people don't have to wait because there's not that many people coming. So you should come and ask questions if you have them, because that's what I'm here for. And then you've got my email. You can always email if you have questions too. So I don't want to read this all to you, just a couple important parts I want to mention. So course description. So this class is called Everyday Math. There are times in this class sections where they're not every day. So yes, we're going to talk about interest. We're going to talk about mortgages. We're going to talk about credit cards. That stuff's all awesome. But we're also going to there's a section on algebra, the section on sets, and Venn diagrams. And so when you do that, you might think, gosh, this is not very everyday. And you're right. But we have to put that stuff in the course in order for it to transfer to other universities. So, just keep that in mind. So hopefully you'll find that, a good chunk of it is everyday and applicable. So required material. So you need access to Connect. That's the most important thing. And then computer with high-speed internet. You are going to need a calculator. So you can use any type of calculator that Scientific will do. I strongly suggest not using a calculator on your phone. You can make it work, but there are some problems in here. I mean, really big fractions where you're putting in a ton of numbers in the numerator and a ton of numbers in the denominator, and there's lots of calculations and lots of steps. And I've tried to use my calculator on my cell phone before, and I make mistakes frequently. So, and it can be really frustrating when you're doing a page-long problem that's taking, 15 minutes or so. So I would think about that. The TA34 and the 30s, those are nice because they have a screen where you can see multiple lines at the same time. And they also have a fraction button, which will make doing fractions in here a lot easier. So if fractions are not your strong suit, you may want to think about getting it. I think they're probably they're $25. Or see if maybe you can borrow one. A graphing calculator works too, if you got one of those. So I've already talked about Connect. I've talked about the 3 things you need to do to get started. So let's talk about time commitment. So I would say on average, people spend about 6 to 8 hours a week on this class at least. It's a 12-week class, so it's not a full 15-week class, which means we're condensing it into a shorter time frame, and that means you're going to have to do more per week than you would in a regular 15-week class. So I think the biggest predictor of success in this class is time management. So the more you can try to manage your time and stay on top of those due dates and try to do assignments a little bit each day rather than putting it off, the better you're going to be. And usually students are successful that way, even students that say they're not good at math. I've had lots and lots of students be successful in this class that say that they're not good at math or they don't like math. So it is possible. So expectations and availability of instructor. So you can email me anytime during the week. I try to get back, hopefully that day or by the next day. I usually don't check email after 8 o'clock at night. So if you email me at, 10 o'clock at night, totally fine. It just means I'll probably get back to you the next day, probably in the morning. And the weekend, I don't check email as much as I do during the week. So I try to check email a couple times during the weekend, but I'm not on my phone all day long throughout the weekend. So just keep that in mind. But I do have office hours Monday through Friday this semester too. So just keep that in mind also. So okay, so instruction. So every single week you're going to do a module. So if you look at the schedule, I'm going to pull open the schedule. So if you look at module 1, it's on percents. There's the sections of the book that are associated with that module are here. You've got how should you prepare for the assignment? So all of the items in this box mean that you're not getting points for these, but this is how you're going to learn the material. So there's a video that I created for every single module. So you're going to click on that playlist link there. So you're going to watch the video. You're going to open up the homework assignment in Connect and click on Show Example next to each problems if you need help. The nice thing about the homework is that you have unlimited tries, so you can use the homework to help you learn the material. And then when you're ready to do the homework, go ahead and do the homework. There are Connect lecture videos also, which are extra credit, and I'll explain a little bit more when we get to the extra credit part. Those are sort of above and beyond my video. So if you want to do extra, then you can. And I put consult the ebook on Connect if necessary. It's really, a lot of students find that they don't need to read the book, but some students really like consulting the book. So in Connect, I'll just show you what that looks like. When you log on to our class, so it will look like this. Up in the top right corner, you'll see ebook link. And so that's how you can look at the actual book. And then just remember on the schedule, you've got the individual sections for each module, so you know what to look up. So for instance, like with this module 1, the first section is 1.2. So when you're using the ebook, where did it go? It's hiding. So when you're using the ebook, you can go to section 1.2, so chapter 1, or you can go up here, chapter 1, or you can even search ebook section 1.2. So there's a lot of different ways to get there. So that's one way to learn the material, but I would say it's not the most important. So you definitely want to prioritize my video, and then those show example buttons in Connect. And then let me show you what that looks like too. So in Connect, if you click on module 1 and then homework module 1, so I'm just gonna open this. When you open up an assignment, you can see the number of questions, when it's due. It says number of different questions you can try per problem 3, but you have unlimited attempts at the assignment, so it really doesn't matter. After 3, if you get it wrong, it's going to mark it wrong, but even at the end of the assignment, you'll be able to close it and open it again an unlimited amount of times. So technically, it's unlimited. And then you only have to do, when you redo or reopen the assignment for a second or third or fourth time, you're only redoing the problems you got wrong the first time, so you don't have to start from scratch. But when you're on one of your Connect problems, I'll just show you where that button is. So this is the first question. Over here you've got solve it, which will literally solve it. So I'll show you what that looks like. So it's going to give you an explanation, and then it'll give you the answer. Okay, if you do this, notice it marked it wrong, and then at that point you're going to have to do another one. So you'll have to open the assignment up and do another one in order to get that correct. If you click on guided solution, it guides you through it a little bit more, but you also it's going to be marked wrong if you click that also. And again, there's no penalty for getting it marked wrong because you have unlimited attempts. So you just have to open up the assignment and try again. And then show example, that opens up in another window with a problem that's similar. So it leaves the problem that you're working on, and you can still do that. It's not going to mark it wrong. It just brings up an additional problem that's just like the one you're working on. And this is a great way to learn the material. So you watch my video, and then you, go through the homework, try to do the homework, and then click on these show example buttons so that you can look at examples if you need them. So it's a great way to learn the material. So back to the syllabus. So every module, there's 3 things that are due for points. And I'm going to go back to the schedule to reference this. So, and I would print this out if you have a printer. So where it says assignments due, these are the graded assignments. So for this first module, you're going to do the module 1 homework in Connect, the module 1 quiz in Connect, and then the module 1 quest on Blackboard. So 3 assignments due for every single module. So you can see as I scroll down that you see the same thing listed over and over again. So homework, quiz, quest. And so on Connect, if you open the module 1 folder, you can see the homework is here and then the quiz is here. The quizzes, so I'll just show you what this looks like when you go to start a quiz. It looks the same as homework except that the parameters are a little bit different. So you're going to have 2 hours. So there's a 2-hour time limit on the quiz, and you have 2 attempts. So you have 2 hours, and then when you're done with the 2 hours, you can open it another time just before the due date. It doesn't have to be right after. And then you have 2 hours on that attempt. And then on your second attempt, you're only redoing the ones that you got wrong the first time. So you're going to do the quiz and homework on Connect. Let me go back to the let's go back to the syllabus. So the homework's 15 points, the quizzes are 25 points, and then the quests are 10. So total, every single module is 50 points, and then Connect is going to be 15 plus 25 points. So 40 of the points out of 50 is going to be from Connect assignments, and then the quest, I'll show you where the quests are. The quests are on Blackboard. Oops. And they are over on the left-hand side underneath the quest link. And there's a video. So what is a quest? You can watch the video, but I'm telling you here, so I don't think you need to watch this in additional video. But all the quests are in order. Some of them are documents. Some of them are, links where you're actually going to do an activity, or like a quiz. It just depends on the week. So for this week, this first module, what you have to do is you have to open this document. You're going to read this article and you're going to try to fill in this document. And then once you, when you fill in this document, so I'll just show you what this looks like real quick. So you're going to open up this quest document. Okay, and then you're going to read the article, and that's in this link right here. And then you're going to go ahead and you're going to type in right in the document. So you'll answer the questions. It's super helpful if you can use a different color. It makes it easier for grading. And then you're going to save this document on your computer. And then what you're going to do is you're going to click on the Quest Module 1 link. And you're going to go down and you're going to click on browse, and you're going to find that document and you're going to upload it and turn it into me there. And so again, some of the quests are documents that you're going to upload, and then and you can see there's a little icon. Any of the icons that look like a piece of paper, those are documents you're going to upload. And then these this icon means that it's a quiz. So like for quest 3, you're going to carefully read the article, and then you're going to click on rethinking student loans, and then you're going to take, it's like a short little quiz that you get to take multiple times. And so some of them are quizzes, some of them are documents. They're all different, but they all pertain to whatever we do that module. So again, you've got the homework and the quizzes on Connect, and then you've got the quests on Blackboard for 50 points total every single week. And so that's what a week is going to look like. So grading, the only grade book you should look at is the Blackboard grade book, because it's got your quest and your Connect assignments all together. So every week you're going to do your assignments, and then when those assignments are due, usually the next day is when I'll take all of your scores from Connect and transfer them to Blackboard. So your scores will not automatically pop up in Blackboard. I have to transfer them there. So I wait till after the due date, and then I go ahead and transfer your scores, and then you can see everything all in one place. If you go to Connect, you're only seeing your Connect assignments. That doesn't include your quests. And so the grade there is not your overall grade in the class. So make sure you're just checking Blackboard for that. So late policy. I do accept one late module. So at any point during the semester, if you email me and say, hey, can I have an extension on module 5? Then I will say sure, and I give you 1 extra week, no questions asked, and it's just one time. So it doesn't matter the reason. You don't have to give me a reason. Everybody gets one. And then beyond that, there's no late work accepted. So there is some extra credit. So if you watch all of those extra credit videos that I was talking to you about, so within module one, there's videos module one extra credit. So there's a playlist for every single module, and if you watch those videos, they're short. You'll get credit for all of those, and at the very end of the semester, I will bump your grade up 3%. So if you watch all of the extra credit videos on Connect, you get an extra 3% added to your score at the end of the semester, and basically that just bumps your grade to the next letter grade. So like if you were at an 87, for instance, which would be a B plus, you add 3 to that, you're at 90, and that would be an A minus. So it's actually a considerable grade boost. So think about that. And I would always watch my video first, and then this is sort of extra. It's icing on the cake, just to help you understand the concepts even further. So there are 2 exams in the class, and you can see that on the schedule. So after module 5 is the midterm, which is on modules 1 through 5. And then the final exam is on module 6 through, oh, you know what? It says 14. That's a typo. I'm going to fix that. That should be 6 through 10. So those exams are on 5 modules each, and there are 2 questions per module. So each exam is only 10 questions, and the exam is on Connect. So it'll be just like your quizzes. So don't look at the word exam and get more nervous than you are during all the quizzes during the weeks, because they're really no different. So yes, it's on more material, but the nice thing is I do on Connect, just to look ahead, there's a midterm review, and then there's also the final review, and all of the questions on the midterm are on the review, and all the questions on the final are on the final review. So there will be no surprises, which is nice. Okay, so let's see. I kind of talked about so let's talk about how to get help real quick. So if you ever need technical help with Connect, that's down here where it says Connect support. If you ever need technical help with Blackboard, so using Blackboard, then you can call their help desk or email them there. If you ever need math help though, so what do? You can email me directly. You can click on Ask My Instructor within Connect. So when you do your homework, there will be a button on the right-hand side that says Ask My Instructor, and that sends me a picture of your problem, and you can send me a little message along with it. You can also attend my Zoom office hours like we talked about, and you can also attend WCC has tutoring available, and I just want to show you. I hope it's not going to let me click on it. Here, let's do this. Just want to show you real quick. So there's a video on how to sign up for tutoring, and if you scroll down, you can see their calendar, and what you want to do is look in for wherever it says math drop-in study help or math and statistics drop-in study help. You can just drop in. So the video shows you how to do it. There's a link above, and it's just, I believe they use Zoom. Yes, they use Zoom. And so you can just meet with a math tutor. So between my office hours and these, hopefully you have a good range of available help if you need it. So that's all I can think of right now. I know I said short, it's 22 minutes, sorry. But hopefully that helps. And all the most important thing that you need to know is just that, I'm just an email away. So send me an email anytime if you have questions. I'm here to help. Thanks.